Hmm? Good morning, students. Today we will do some problems in transformations, and also we see some conditional identities. So this is problem number 34. Prove that cos theta plus cos 2 pi by 3 plus theta plus cos 4 pi by 3 plus theta is equal to 0. So this is an easy problem. We take the left hand side. So left hand side I am taking. So cos theta plus cos 2 pi by 3 plus theta plus cos 4 pi by 3 plus theta. For the second term and the third term, I apply the formula cos C plus cos D. Cos C plus cos D transformation. What is the formula? 2 cos C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. Okay, 2 cos C plus D by 2. 2 pi by 3 plus theta plus 4 pi by 3 plus theta by 2. Okay. Cos C minus D by 2. 2 pi by 3 plus theta minus 4 pi by 3 minus theta by 2. Okay. Here 2 pi by 3 plus 4 pi by 3. 6 pi by 3. That is 2 pi. 2 pi plus theta plus theta. 2 pi plus 2 theta by 2. So pi plus theta. Okay. Next, here theta gets cancelled. 2 pi by 3 minus 4 pi by 3 is minus 2 pi by 3 by 2. So minus pi by 3. Okay, this is also correct. So what is cos pi plus theta? Cos 180 plus theta minus cos theta. So here minus cos theta, and cos minus pi by 3 is same as cos pi by 3, because cos minus theta and cos theta are equal. In the next step, I am just putting the value of cos pi by 3, that is 1 by 2 here. So 1 by 2 and this 2 get cancelled. So you will get cos theta minus cos theta is equal to 0. So that is the right hand side. See, if you plot these angles on the unit circle, see, theta is any angle. So radius vector has rotated by an angle theta starting from the initial position. Initial position always coincides with the positive direction of x-axis. So from there it has rotated by an angle theta. So this is the standard position of the angle theta for the radius vector. Next, second angle here is 2 pi by 3 plus theta. 2 pi by 3 means 120. So another 120 has been added. So this is the standard position for the angle 2 pi by 3 plus theta. Next, third angle is 4 pi by 3 plus theta. So another 2 pi by 3 is added here to 2 pi by 3 plus theta. Then it becomes 4 pi by 3 plus theta. So if this is to 120 degrees, that is 120 degrees. The remaining angle in the circle also will be 120 degrees. That means these three angles divide the circle into three equal parts. Is it not? So if any three angles divide the circle into three equal parts, then the sum of their cosines will be 0. That is what we have proved. Actually, sum of the sines also will be 0. That means sin theta plus sin 2 pi by 3 plus theta plus sin 4 pi by 3 plus theta will also be 0. And another point here is, we need not divide the circle into only three parts. You can divide it into 4 equal parts, 5 equal parts, like that. So 5 equal parts if you divide, the total angle at the center 360 will be divided by 5. So, 360 by 5 is 72. So, the difference between angles will be 72 degrees. So, first angle can be any angle, cos theta. Second angle, cos theta plus 72 degrees. Next angle, cos theta plus add another 72, that means cos theta plus 144. Like this, if you write 5 terms, the sum of the cosines will be 0. Similarly, sum of the sines also will be 0. Okay. So, 5 parts, 7 parts, any number of parts you can divide the circle. Then sum of the cosines will be 0, sum of the sines also will be 0. Okay, let us see the next question. 35. If sin A is equal to sin B and cos A is equal to cos B, then prove that A is equal to 2n pi plus B for some integer n. Okay, so I take the first equation. Sin A is equal to sin B. Implies sin A minus sin B is equal to 0. I apply the transformation sin C minus sin D. 2 cos C plus D by 2 sin C minus D by 2. So 2 cos A plus B by 2 sin A minus B by 2, that is given to be 0. Let us call it first equation. Similarly, second equation cos A is equal to cos B can be written as cos A minus cos B is equal to 0. What is cos A minus cos B? Cos C minus cos D. So this is very important formula, cos C minus cos D. Minus 2 sin C plus D by 2 sin C minus D by 2. Okay. So therefore minus 2 sin A plus B by 2 sin A minus B by 2, that is also 0. Second equation. So observe the two equations carefully. In the both are products, is it not? So you find sin A minus B by 2 in both the equations. So sin A minus B by 2 should be 0. If sin A minus B by 2 is 0, then the first equation will be true, second equation also will be true. Somebody may ask, sir, why should sin A minus B by 2 should be 0? For the first equation to be true, cos A plus B by 2 may be 0, sin A minus B by 2 may not be 0. So, okay, let us consider that case also. Suppose if sin A minus B by 2 is not 0, for the first equation to be true, cos A plus B by 2 should be 0. For the second equation to be true, sin A plus B by 2 also should be 0. But that is impossible, is it not? Cos A by A plus B by 2 is 0 and also sin A plus B by 2 is 0 is impossible, because cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1, whatever may be theta. So therefore cos square A by 2 A plus B by 2 plus sin square A plus B by 2 should also be 1. If both are zeros, then how can that be equal to 1? Therefore sin A minus B by 2 must be 0. Okay, that is the logic here. Sin A minus B by 2 should be 0. So that we have concluded. Otherwise, the identity sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 will collapse, is it not? So therefore we take this equation now. Sin A minus B by 2 is equal to 0. Then what can you say about A minus B by 2? A minus B by 2 can be 0. Sin 0 is 0. Not only 0, there are several other angles. So see the diagram here. 0 pi, 1 pi, 2 pi this side, 3 pi left side, 4 pi right side, 5 pi left side, like this. All angles whose standard positions coincide with the either the positive direction of x-axis or negative direction of x-axis, sin will be 0. So what are these angles? 0 pi, 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. Similarly minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, etc. Some integral multiples of pi. So therefore A minus B by 2, the angle for sin A minus B by 2 to be 0, A minus B by 2 should be an integral multiple of pi. It need not be 0, it can be any integral multiple of pi. So n pi, where is n is an integer. then multiply by 2. So a minus b is equal to 2n pi. So a is equal to what? 2n pi plus b. So here I have written a note. A is equal to a minus b is equal to n pi. Difference of two angles is an integral multiple of 2 pi, means they are called what? A and b are called coterminal angles. So coterminal angles will have the same standard position. Is it not? Same standard position. Okay, let us see the next question. Next, let us start this conditional identities. I have told you already conditional identities. Identity means the properties which are true for all values of the variables. But here conditional means, so some properties will be true only when certain conditions are satisfied. For example, let us see the first 4 important conditional identities. The first 4, we will see several identities like this, but the first 4 are very, very important because they are useful in the future chapter called properties of triangles. There these 4 identities are very useful. So what are the 4 identities? Let us see. If a plus b plus c is equal to pi, that means pi radians, that means a plus b plus c is equal to 180 degrees. That means these identities are true for angles of a triangle, because in a triangle also a plus b plus c is 180 degrees. First one is sin 2a plus sin 2b plus sin 2c is equal to 4 sin a sin b sin c. Second one, cos 2a plus cos 2b plus cos 2c is equal to minus 1 minus 4 cos a cos b cos c. Third one, sin a plus sin b plus sin c is equal to 4 cos a by 2 cos b by 2 cos c by 2. Fourth one, cos a plus cos b plus cos c is equal to 1 plus 4 sin a by 2 sin b by 2 sin c by 2. So please, I advise you to memorize these 4 formulas. These are very important. You should just memorize them. Of course, we are going to prove them also. First one, let us prove. First one, what is the left hand side? Sin 2a plus sin 2b plus sin 2c. In that, I will combine the first 2 terms and apply the transformation sin c plus sin d. So 2 sin 2a plus 2b by 2 cos 2a minus 2b by 2. Okay, sin 2c will be just waiting. It will be just waiting. Now 2a plus 2b by 2 a plus b. So 2 sin a plus b. 2a minus 2b by 2 a minus b. So 2 sin a plus b sin a cos a minus b. Sin 2c will be just waiting only. But in the next step, this a plus b can be written as pi minus c, because a plus b plus c is equal to pi. Total is 180 degrees. So a plus b can be written as 180 minus c, pi minus c. Okay, others terms factors will remain same. But what is sin pi minus c? Sin 180 minus c? Sin c. So 2 sin c cos a minus b. Then sin 2c will come into action. Seeing sin c in the previous term, then sin 2c changes into 2 sin c cos c. So that we can take 2 sin c common in the next step. So 2 sin c common, in the bracket we get cos a minus b plus cos c. But this c, cos c, c can be written as pi minus of a plus b, because a plus b plus c is equal to pi. So how can you write this c? Pi minus of a plus b. That is what I am doing in the next step. Remaining no change. Okay. What is cos 180 minus theta? Minus cos theta. So this term becomes minus cos a plus b. You can see here. Remaining no change. So in the bracket you have cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. Cos a minus b. Cos a cos b plus sin a sin b minus of cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So cos a cos b gets cancelled. Sin a sin b will add up. So you will get 2 sin a sin b in the bracket. Outside, of course, 2 sin c is there. So total product on the right hand side will be 4 sin A sin B sin C. Okay, that we have proved it. So we are going to prove the second one. Second one is what? Cos 2A plus cos 2B plus cos 2C is equal to minus 1 minus 4 cos A cos B cos C. Okay, let us go to the next page. Second one. Here also the condition is A plus B plus C is equal to pi. Cos 2A plus cos 2B plus cos 2C is equal to minus 1 minus 4 cos A cos B cos C. Okay, I'll take the first two terms cos 2A plus cos 2B and apply the transformation. Cos C plus cos D is equal to 2 cos C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. So 2 cos 2A plus 2B by 2 cos 2A minus 2B by 2. Cos 2C will be waiting because cos 2C there are 4 formulas. Which formula to write here now? So it will be just seeing the previous term. What is happening in the neighborhood. Okay. So then there is time for it to write it in a proper way. So we'll see the first term now. Cos 2A plus 2B by 2. So cos A plus B. Cos 2A minus 2B by 2 cos A minus B. But A plus B, how do you write it? A plus B is pi minus C. Is it not? A plus B plus C is pi minus A plus B is pi minus C. So next step pi minus. No other change here. So afterwards pi minus C becomes cos pi minus C becomes minus cos C. So minus 2 cos C cos A minus B. So seeing this cos C, then cos 2C will come into action. Cos 2C, so what is the formula? Involving cos C, having cos C, 2 cos square C minus 1. Okay. Just wait. Students, just wait. So the file is opening again. Students, please wait. Okay, students. So there is a technical problem, so we'll continue now. Second one we are proving. Okay. First two terms I have combined, cos 2a plus cos 2b. 2 cos 2a plus 2b by 2, cos 2a minus 2b by 2, cos 2c will be just waiting. So 2 cos a plus b, cos a minus b, cos 2c. But a plus b in the next step is written as pi minus c. Cos 180 minus c is minus cos c in the next step. Then this cos 2c will write 2 cos square c minus 1. So this minus 1 is brought to the forward side, and in the remaining two terms minus 2 cos c common. So in the bracket we have cos a minus b,